Welcome back. The high school baseball and softball playoffs hit full swing this week, but while most of the state had the day off today, some of the area's best players were honored by their coaches. The KVAC and PVC both announced some of their all-conference honors this week. Brewers' Alex Maximich winning KVAC Class A Baseball Player of the Year, while Skowhegan's Ashley Allward won Softball Player of the Year, and her coach, Lee Johnson, got Coach of the Year. Old Town swept the PVC Class B softball honors with McKenna Smith grabbing both Player and Pitcher of the Year honors. On the baseball side, Herman also swept with Zach Nash taking both Player and Pitcher as well. You can see the first and second team selections on our website, WVII.com. And while baseball and softball playoffs are just in the regional semifinal stages, tomorrow marks the state championships for boys and girls tennis down at Colby College. Well, let's take a look at that schedule for tomorrow. Class A boys and girls taking place at 10 a.m. Lewiston and Falmouth squaring off for the boys title, while Brunswick and Falmouth meet on the girls' end. After that, at 1 p.m., it's actually Class C hitting the courts first. Both the boys and girls matches featuring George Stevens Academy and Wayne Fleet. Then it's time for Class B at 4:30. Camden Hills taking on Yarmouth in boys, while Caribou squares off with Greeley in girls. Well, speaking of championships, a Maine track and field product took home some hardware at NCAA Nationals last night with an impressive performance. Casco native Kate Hall won the national championship in long jump for the University of Georgia, jumping 22 feet and 1 inch, the sixth best jump in NCAA history, and she's just a redshirt freshman. That mark beat out her Bulldogs teammate Katura Orji, and as any good teammate would be, Hall was especially excited about the 1-2 finish.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, we were talking about it before coming in, and our goal was to score like 14 points between the two of us, and she always jumps well, so I knew she was going to get a good one in, and she did, and it was amazing going 1-2 with her. We were both super happy.
Oh, we're inching closer to that time of year when the sports schedule starts to slow down once all these championships get out of the way, but that means it's time for athletes to start improving their games for the coming season. That's why the summertime is often busy with youth camps, and later this month, Huston University will be a big part of that. Once again, the Bangor campus will host the Football for You Clinic for players ages 9 through 14. That's coached by former New England Patriots players. The Pats alumni camp is only one day on June 22nd. That's less than 2 weeks from now. Last year was the first time this camp made its way to Bangor, and it was met with a record 200 participants, which obviously impressed organizers at the time.
Seemed like we had a meeting in the fall, the switch went on, and Bangor really took over on this thing. We've had this camp for 10 years at other places and haven't had this kind of success, so we're really pleased to be here in Bangor.
Well, tonight we could be crowning an NBA champion. The Warriors came into Game 4 one win away, not just from a sweep in the finals, but one win away from the first ever 16-0 playoff run. Well, this guy would have a lot to say about that, though. LeBron James and well, to the NHL we go. The Pittsburgh Penguins move closer to their second Stanley Cup victory in as many years. Now, of course, there's a couple of main connections with the Penguins there. Biddeford's Brian Dumoulin, a defenseman for the Pens, and also video coach Andy Socher, who's a Waterville native. He brought the cup to Colby College in Waterville last summer, so I bet there's a couple more Penguins fans than already there are plenty in Pittsburgh.
A few more Penguins fans, but I think there's a lot of us. I mean, for me, working in country music, I would love to see the Stanley Cup go to Honky Tonk Hockey Town.
Exactly. So it's a little unfortunate for Nashville fans that they lost Game 5 because, man, what a party that would have been had they won the Cup in Game 6. But unfortunately, they'll just have to settle for Game 7.
Have to take it to a Game 7. It should be an interesting series. Speaking of interesting series, this game tonight, if LeBron loses this one, I think he might hide somewhere for a while.
Oh, yeah. They're up 18 at the half right now.
18.5, almost 90 points in the first half.
Yeah, that's very, very impressive. Most ever in a finals game, so we'll see how that kind of plays out.
Find out if they take it to another game. Matt, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, back with more right after the break.